all have heard about people that made so much money but they are still unhappy. The reason is why they are financially rich but emotionally they have gone bankrupt and is in debt. What does it mean by? Realize this. There are two bank accounts in their life, emotional and financial. I have learned this from Dan Penna. Amazing guy, amazing, and absolutely savage. So, I'm gonna give you a summary of that, and I have optimized it for my daily routine. I can tell you for your daily routine if you want that. So, stick to the end. When I say emotional bank account, what does I mean by that? Emotional. You might have so many insecurities. You are fat, you don't look good, you don't have enough money, you feel inferior to girls, nobody loves you, everything. You will have that feeling every time. That is having an low emotional bank account balance. It is same with the financial. You don't have the money, you will think how I'm gonna pay bills. You will always think about that stuff. It is same with the emotional. People don't look at the emotional bank account. And when I made the money, I was very happy, very happy. But the happiness was just for until I got the payments. After payments I was like, what I'm gonna do? And after 2 to 3 months I have bought basically all the basic things I want. The only thing I could buy was houses, supercars, and all sorts of that stuff. I didn't make that much money, but I have made money like I could afford all the basic things I wanted, and even luxury things like watches, this and that, and top tier gears and MacBooks, everything. Okay, so the thing I realized then that my emotional bank account balance was crushed. Why? Because from the childhood I was told that if you made the money you will suddenly become this another person and girls will love you, your friends will love you, everybody will love you. The friends part is true, but the hard part, you know what it is? It is the girls part. Girls don't love you for the money until you are dating a hooker, but girls don't love you for your money, just for your money. Okay, it is like five aspects: looks, fitness, money, charismatic, and the fifth one would be better at intimacy. I'm not gonna say the S word because I don't like to use that kind of language, but intimacy, you will understand what I mean by that. If you have too much money and you lack in all four of these, your life would be totally chaotic. Okay, your life would be chaotic. And when people have this much money, the money aspect, you know what happens to them? Yeah, sure, a girl will date you, but she will never love you. And if you think she's loving you, you are just deluding yourself. Okay, and if she loves you, she could cheat and 100% would cheat. Okay, that's not the life you want because you have the money and you don't have anything else. The best thing would be balanced in all five or master all five. Mastering will take 30 years minimum. If you balance all, it won't take that much. 30 years, like as in you're 30-year old, not 30 years from now. Okay, as you're 30-year old, you should have accumulated all of that. I would say the main things to focus on is making money first. Firstly, the money. Second, the health. Okay. Second, the health. And thirdly, you could do, now you can rank them as your life goal, whatever you want to do. Okay. First one will be money, second one will be health, and after that you could do anything you like. Being charismatic, you could become charismatic. Okay, you could just do money, health, and intimacy. Better at intimacy. That's your choice, that's your life, you could do anything. That's your choice, but I'm gonna give you the five aspects. I have given you the five aspects. You want to focus on yourself on that, and your emotional bank account will always be drained even if you had made so much. And you know why? Because inside yourself you know the reality. Because I don't think you are a bimbo, you don't know the reality of if you have made money, all sorts of things. You will be drained. You will always constantly worry about, I don't look good, why is she with me? You might tell the world that no, we are a happy couple, we go out, we this and that, but in your heart you know. Okay, and we are not lying to anybody else but ourselves, and you can't lie to yourself. Okay, I made the mistake of lying to myself, thinking that this and that. I used to complain, you know what was my line? I made the money, but why didn't I have girls? I made the money at a young age, but why didn't I have girls? The reason was I was lacking in those four aspects. Okay, now I built them up, and you know what? I made the money, then it went a little down, and I focused on all four of these, and my life is amazing, more amazing than it was when I was making more money. Okay, and I'm climbing back up, but realize your emotional bank account. And that's the thing, even if you had made money, you will lose it all because your emotional bank account is nothing, it is pennies, it is peanuts. Think about it. If you have insecurities, you would spend all the money trying to cover those insecurities and you will never cover them. Why? Some insecurities could be covered, like if you have crooked teeth, if you have anything like sort of this matter, it can be done. But suppose you want to look fit, you blast steroids, but you still need to work out. And blasting steroids will take years of your life, and when you stop them, there will be so many problems. So just be balanced in all four, or you could be more in money, a little less on that, but you have to be, I would say, above average 10 points, minimum 10 points. Okay, because everybody is now on self improvement, the world is war, competition, everything. You don't want to lose behind. Emotional bank account is very important. And the thing I would say is, you could make the money and you will realize for yourself that, like I did, I'm telling you, fix your emotional bank account first so you could enjoy the money and you will not have the stress of it. Money will come with its own stress, but you don't have to put additional stress from your childhood, from your limiting beliefs, from this and that on that. That's not worth it. And that's it for the video. See you in the next one. And if you wanna DM me, talk to me, you could follow me on my Instagram and we will talk there. And just that. See you in the next one.